Alrighty, here we go with an old-fashioned vlog. Look what we got on the trailer today. Does anybody remember this mower? Yep, it's the one that everybody's been asking for because it used to be the star of the show, and it can be the star of the show again. Hold on one second. But anyway, we had to iron out some problems. As I had mentioned in a few videos, possibly just in comment sections, that it died. It was unreliable because it kept cutting out. Even last year when I had mowed one yard with it, it was cutting out in that yard, and the next day it cut out and it was stranded in a yard. It was a little tense. But so after that, we went in and we flushed the fuel system really good. There was water and kind of a caramel color gunk in there, and we put a new fuel filter on there, and you can see the color of the gas looks really good now. And in addition to that, I'm going to try to pan around here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show. If you see there, the wiring harnesses plugs are all decomposing, and this was a big part of the problem as well. Let me see if I can shoot through the top there. Yeah, not really going to be able to show. Maybe if I go sideways. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, I've had to pull a few of them out of the plug and wire them separately in these bullet plugs, and eventually, I mean, these are deteriorating so bad that I'm going to have to pull them all out, and they're all going to be individually plugged in. And that's just the way it goes. I've done that before on a mower. But in addition to that, I did pull the plugs apart, all of the plugs, and clean them extremely well because they were extremely dirty. So I think we had an electrical contact issue. And it runs nice and smooth now, so we're gonna do the test now. We're gonna actually take it away from the house and risk stranding it. We're gonna be mowing a field, and which is good because if it gets stranded out there, I can drive anywhere in the field and go and get it. And I guess I'll explain the blades when I get there because you can't see them. It's got new blades on it, and it also has new front tires and new rear tires. And I'm not sure how much else is new on it, but you know, we've been working on it. I'm going to leave this open just in case I got to rattle around some wires to get it to start or go. And the poor thing, of course, it's showing some age. We've got to do a little upholstery work here, and I have the sewing kit for that. Outdoor thread, outdoor thick sewing kit. Anyway, now with the blades there, this is going to be weird. I'm going to cut to the next scene, which is going to be way off in the field, and I'm explaining how I had tested it here in this yard. So let's do that now. Okay, so here we are at the field. I've got it off the trailer and warming up there, although it doesn't seem to need to warm up because it is 96 degrees out here today. A lot of you know this field already. We're mowing the same old field, but it's the Cheetah. And I'll set up the camera way back there, we'll face it this direction, which should be a new direction. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the Cheetah just a little bit before we get started. As you can see over here, I brought the come along. As I was saying, this is a good place to test it because I can get anywhere in this field. I can drive the truck all the way up to it, back up to it, hitch the come along to it, and winch it back up onto the trailer if it dies. But I feel pretty strong that it's not going to die. I wanted to talk about the blades. Let me get in close and just show them without talking. So those are the Lawn Razor blades by a company called 810. You've probably seen them on Amazon and wondered about them, and I wondered about them. Okay, so ironically enough, the camera overheated. As I was just mentioning, the temperature out here is 96. Pretty much the cell phones overheat right away. So I've switched to the actual camcorder, and I just wanted to mention a couple of things about the Cheetah that people might be wondering about. As you know, as I just mentioned, it's got the new blades on there, and we're going to be testing those out for the first time today. Actually, I might be able to, yeah, look at this. So there they are. They're only 2 inches wide as opposed to the Gator blades being 3 inches wide. So I don't know exactly how well they're going to do in a tall grass situation. And that's what we're going to find out here today. We're going to find out 2 things: how good the blades work and if the Cheetah dies. But the Cheetah itself, if anybody's wondering, it's a 2012 model. It is 12 years old. And it has never been in the shop, mainly because I never took it to the shop. And not a whole lot of things have broken on it. As I've mentioned before in comment sections, it is on about its 4th set of rear tires, 3rd set of front tires, probably about the 5th set of blade belts. But the spindles are original, and it has the original motor on it, and the original seat. And that's just a basic rundown. It has 2,200 hours on it now. So it's still got some time. I've known guys that have gotten 3,500 hours out of a motor. And then at that point, really it's just the motor that blew. You can just put a new motor on it and the rest of the chassis is still good. Anyway, enough talking. A lot of people are probably already saying, you're talking too much. So let's just set the camera up out there and mow with the Cheetah for the first time in a long time. Okay, so good news, it didn't cut out. I didn't have to go get it with the winch. And more good news, the 810 lawn razor blades, and by the way, I am not endorsed by them. That isn't one of the products that I got for free that all I have to do is make a video. I actually approached 810. I asked them if they wanted to sponsor a video, and I never heard back from them. They didn't write back at all. So I just bought them. So this has been my own test of the 810 blades that are called lawn razor. And they did just fine. There's a spot over here that I can't figure out why it missed, but it did miss. Maybe it's a kind of a bump or a valley there. But for the most part, it got all the high spots, except for right here. And you know what? I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that for anybody who perpetually tells me I'm doing everything wrong, so that will bother you. Anyway, as you can hear, it's actually still running. So let me go get the tripod. We'll go blow it off and we'll put it up on the trailer and we'll take it back. Okay, so here we are back. So I'm going to leave it on the trailer. I think that I'm fairly confident, but we're going to mow with it more this week. I'm just going to probably leave it on there all week to give it its long-term test so that I can feel very confident that it's going to not leave me stranded and not have to try to tow this. By the way, the Cheetah weighs 1,400 pounds, so you can't just push it up onto the ramp. You would have to push it up onto a ramp with another mower or use the come-along. So anyway, watch for more videos with the Cheetah. It's coming. Now, since I'm already going to be in trouble for talking, I wanted to talk about a few things that come up in the comments section all the time anyway, such as the Cub Cadet. So why would you buy something like this? Now, the Cub Cadet is a residential mower, and people are asking all the time, which one do you like better, which one is better? Well, the Cheetah is definitely better. The Cheetah is heavy-duty commercial, and the Cub Cadet is residential. And a lot of people will be saying you shouldn't be using a residential mower commercially, whatever. So it's completely agile, and it's narrow, and it is actually really reliable and fairly tough. It's not in the same category at all with the Cheetah, so I would never compare it to the Cheetah or to really any commercial mower. But is it doing the job? Yes, and that's why. It fits through all the gates, gets into all the tight areas. That's why. And so on. And okay, so let's touch on these electric mowers over here. So the next one we're going to try to bring back to life is that Ryobi over there. That's a 54-inch electric zero-turn, and I'm not even sure if it works anymore. But we're going to find out, and maybe I'll do a video. But for the most part, people don't care. They don't like it. So let me know if you like it, and I don't know. So there's that 80-volt unstoppable 21-inch. But now here's one I don't care if people say don't ever show another video with it again because I can't get enough of it. This is the remote controlled 21-inch Mower lawnmower. It's very strong, it's very tough, it's unbelievably long battery life, like 2.5 hours. And this thing on the top, this is a camera mount. It's a camera mount rig. And so you will be seeing more with this. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I have 2 videos up with it already, including the actual review. Check it out. It is really, really good. And so on. Now the pressure washers, I'm calling pressure washer season over for right now, and it won't start up again till like late October. So you guys won't be seeing pressure washing videos, new ones anyway. There might be a remix until October probably. But you will be seeing this one over here is the 80 volt 26-inch 2-blade mower. That is a very smooth running, very strong mower, and I really like using it. And so I'm kind of going to concentrate on what I like to use. I like to use this one because it's crazy strong, and I like to use this one because it gets in all the areas that I need to get into, regardless of whether or not it's commercial or not, and so on. So anyway, for the most part, I won't be talking on videos because I get torn apart. But I wanted to get the information out, and now it's out. So thanks for watching, everybody, and watch for the cheetah. See ya. Okay, they mow just fine, as you can imagine. I mean, why wouldn't they? But I just wanted to show, just to verify, nice and straight and even. And that's good. So let's go mow a bigger area. Well, it did just a fine job. These are really nice blades, gotta say. And it's not very thick, but even in the thick areas, it didn't clump up or anything crazy like that. They're behaving quite a bit like gator blades. So that's that. So I want to show you the wear on the blades, just from these 2 yards. And this is thick St. Augustine. There's no sand or anything that would be peeling the paint back. But let's see how much wear we have just from soft grass. So just for anybody who has ever been curious about that, how long does it take for the paint to wear off, and is it actually sharp underneath? And the answer is yes. There is definitely a sharp blade under there, or sharp edge, and the paint wears away very quickly because, as I was saying, this yard has no sand or anything like that, so there's no abrasives that are wearing this away. So just soft grass wearing away the paint wears it away very fast. So you can expect on brand new freshly painted blades that pretty much the edge is showing after one cutting, really. So that answers that.